you. Well, I'm going to bring up the Housing Vancouver Strategy again and the quest for data. We did receive a memo dated February 5th, and while this information was helpful, it unfortunately does not cover most of the important data that is needed for recalibrating the Housing Vancouver Strategy. So I just want to go on the record again as asking that when it will be provided as a priority, three key things. And again, this has been laid out multiple times, and I just want to add that I've gone through the data with other folks that are interested in this file, and we, to a person, find it lacking. The three areas are under council direction, the annual historical data since 2010 to the present for rezoning and development permit applications for new housing development listed by project, including data on the actual or estimated number and type of housing units and the status of each project, approved, modified, rejected, etc. Second council direction, a list of rezoning and development projects, including the project's status with estimated timelines, proposed form of development, unit numbers and types of housing, and ballpark breakdown of household incomes required to afford each unit, as well as accessibility data for each project. And then finally, Council Direction 3, which was estimated zoned capacity, broken down by each zone and by neighborhood numbers and types of units with estimated total and annual build out. All of this has been detailed and sent in through the city manager to the director of planning, but I just wanted to make this very clear on the record that this motion has not yet been satisfied. And then one final thing, if I've got another couple of minutes or seconds to get it in there, is that I've made the request several times that we receive red line documents. And this should become standard process for all bylaw or policy changes. So I don't have to ask every time. I know that there are reviews being undertaken by staff in this regard, but it's really kind of essential that we be able to see where changes have happened without having to go back and try and look at documents side by each. So again, I wanted to go formally on the record of requesting that this becomes standard practice of providing red line documents. Thank you.
Thanks. Councillor Swanson?
Mr. Mayor, if I may respond.
Okay, sure. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
On both those points. So first of all, with respect to the housing data, so yes, as obviously as Councillor Hardwick has indicated, there was a memo provided last week with some data. The next step that we're now undertaking on that is going back to Council's motion on this matter, looking at the data that the Councillor has indicated is outstanding, and determining what effort would be required to produce that, and we'll report back to council on that. Understand again that if council sought data, we need to deliver on that, but also want to ensure that council understands what the implications of doing so are. With respect to red lines versions, understand and appreciate the point that Councillor Hardwick has made. We did attempt, although it took a little bit of a couple takes to get some red line versions to you for matters that were coming forward to this meeting. But yeah, I take the point on that, and that is something that we're working on with staff.
Thank you.